to introduce Mr. Jitendra. He is a professional advisor with diverse experience in engineering and management. With over 4 decades of experience, he has held key positions at Blue Star and CEEW, including Executive Vice President R&D and Technology. Mr. Jitendra is a recognized expert in field of refrigeration technology. He is RTOC member as an India representative in an international expert panel formed by UNEP under Ozone Secretariat on Refrigerants. He has contributed to initiatives such as India Cooling Action Plan. He is also actively involved in ASHRAE. As an industry representative, he engages with government bodies such as Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change, Bureau of Energy Efficiency, and Bureau of Indian Standards. Today, Mr. Jitendra will talk on behavioral changes required to gain maximum energy efficiency. So without further delay, let's welcome Mr. Jitendra.
Thank you, Darshana, and thank you, Gopal Krishna. This is a very important topic that you have initiated. As I was speaking to you earlier, there is quite a push which is happening through regulations, but there has to be a pull that is to come from the consumers. And I'm sure that such sessions will help. Why I chose this topic of behavioral changes, because that will create the necessary pull. And how is that going to happen is, the program of Bureau of Energy Efficiency star labeling program started way back in 2009, and in 2010 it became mandatory. And from there, it was first the room ACs which was taken, apart from the domestic refrigerators. If you look now of what is the status now, it has undergone approximately 4 upgrades, and 5th is likely to happen in the next 1.5 years. But what we can see now is about 3-star, which is the center point. The number of units sold are about 75%, while the 5-star, which is the highest efficiency, is somewhere between 15 to 17%. And the rest are remaining 8%. 1-star is hardly sold, which is good in terms, because I've been seeing or reading and analyzing various markets. Usually, most of the markets tend to have a higher sale on the just meeting target. Like in case of India, it would have been 1-star. But why 5-star is less, and how we can increase 5-star is very, very critical. And that is where the behavior of the consumers has to be seen. How do we do that? We have to educate him more. He has to understand that, yes, it saves him energy. He has to understand that there will be a payback that will be there. And more apart from that, a sizable consumer should understand that they have to do something for the future. It is environment, it is the energy demand, and in totality, as a commitment, as a larger commitment which India has been given, be it a net zero, which is a long time to go, but there are many such commitments we are given. Now, the second behavioral aspects is, this behavioral aspect has to grow across the life cycle of a product. And the second behavioral aspect I would say is the installation. A poorly installed unit will consume more energy than what it is rated for. The unfortunate part is the consumer doesn't understand that, and he tends to go either for a free installation, or he demands for free installation, or he tends to go to an installer who is not necessarily understanding the intricacies of a good installation. Location of IDU is again mostly driven by the interior. There may not be a free flow, and location of ODU is also should be there in such a way that it helps in our regular servicing. A poorly installed unit by an untrained, uncertified technician can cause problems. It can lead to gas leakages. It can lead to poor airflow over the outdoor unit condenser and thus draw higher power. So you may buy a 5-star or a 3-star, but the unit can function much below the rated or the designated efficiency of it. Also, the behavior of a person comes when he selects the service technician. He thinks that a service technician is what? If I get a couple of rupee, 100 rupees cheaper, I will go for him. He doesn't understand the relation of a good service and the energy that is consumed. And that is also a behavioral change which we'll have to bring in. Do it yourself can be something, at least on the indoor unit side. If there's a lot of dust which gets accumulated on the filters, of course, the ACs are going to run more time. A gas leak is why it is important, because cooling gets affected only after about 30 to 40% gas is leaked. And that makes it important that he should select the service technician and understand the requirements of the air conditioning, like we understand the requirements of service of our vehicles. The other important aspect is, the biggest important, is temperature setting. We should understand that if we shift the temperature setting from 22 degrees centigrade to 24 degrees centigrade, you're going to save 6% of power, which is an indirect efficiency. I've seen people setting as low as 20, as low as 18. If you go to Delhi and specifically North Indian market, you get pullovers while sleeping, which are called AC pullovers or AC rajai. And people tend to keep temperature low, then use a rajai or a pullover and then sleep. So this has to understand. BE has said that the default set temperature should be 24. But innovative solutions like a fan running at a lowest speed with a 26 degrees centigrade is also will give you a good saving. And plus, as a behavior, we should adopt, or we should acclimatize to higher temperature that is there. Few things other than this is corrosion. If you are in a corrosion area, there are specific corrosion area usually towards the marshy areas or dump yards, or the open drainage systems, or high traffic junctions, and these corrosion can impact the outdoor heat exchanger, and if the heat exchange doesn't happen, it will create an issue on the energy efficiency. So putting all this together, I think there needs to be a program to be done to increase the awareness and push the consumers to change the behavior in all respects: setting temperature, selecting a proper service installer, selecting a high efficiency as is equipment, maintaining the equipment, something to do it himself. So once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for taking up this topic and discussing behavioral changes required to gain maximum energy efficiency.